Hello guys, Edward here, and today we're going to be trying to install this SSD into our white MacBook. We're going to try to install El Capitan and see how well that works. So first up, I'm going to get the SSD loaded into the computer over a USB SATA to USB connector, and I will be back once that's all together. And now that we've got our SanDisk drive all connected up over USB, I will meet you in macOS. Hey guys, let's get our SSD installed. Into this white MacBook, mid 2007. First things first, we're gonna remove the battery. Boop. Just like that. And then we need to remove some screws along the top, which I think it's this Phillips that we need. Some screws in here that keep the supporting brace thingy in. And these come right out real nice. Come on, magnetic screwdriver. Pick up the screw. Pick up the screw. Okay, that screw didn't want to get picked up, so we'll just unscrew the other ones. And this also exposes the RAM doors. Unscrewing this, but this computer already has 4 gigs of RAM, which is the max for this model. So we will be leaving that as is. Alright. Just pull that out. And hard drive. This is so much easier than the iBook G4, by the way. The hard drive, you can just pop right out like that. And the problem being, you need special Apple proprietary screwdrivers. So, luckily I have an iFixit toolkit, which has every driver bit in existence, pretty much. So I could just go through here and try to figure out which one fits. This one's a little too small, so I'll be looking for one a bit bigger than that. See if this one works. That one's a bit too big. Do I have any in between? Is that? Aha, I think I found it. This weird little bit. I don't know if you can see that. Come on. This camera has horrible focus. Autofocus. In case you couldn't tell. But I'm pretty sure this one will fit. There we go. Now these just come right out like that. All these unscrew diagonally, by the way. That way you spread out the pressure. We're gonna be it currently has a 300 gig drive, but I'd rather have an SSD than a 300 gig hard drive. So we're swapping out 300 gigs for 120. So this came out like this. So we're gonna need our SSD to go that way. There we go. There's our drive out, 320 gigs, Western Digital. Ooh, this is actually WD Black. Might keep this. WD Blacks are good. Now I can slide our SSD in. Get our screws. This is much easier than the iBook G4. I don't know if you guys have seen that video, but to get to a hard drive on an iBook G4, you have to take apart the entire computer. Like, strip down the keyboard, strip off the outer shell, like, strip all the way down to the motherboard, pretty much. So, this is much easier. Much easier. Stupid little screws. These little screws are the bane of my existence. There we go. Get that guy in there. Don't want to do it too tight. Don't want to damage the drive, but do want to get that thing in there. Okay. Last screw. Then I have my Snow Leopard install USB all ready to go. Once we get this in there. Cool. So now we just put it in, lay it flat, slide it in. I think we're going in right. Are we? Come on. That's slightly raised, and it feels like it's sticking in there. It feels like it. I forgot to wrap this under though, so see if we can get it in there all the way. It feels pretty tight. We will see. We just gotta get this back in there. Okay, let's go like this. There we go. Now we can get the screw out. So for now we're going to be doing Snow Leopard. In a later video I will be installing Windows 10 on this computer. And it will eventually, Snow Leopard will eventually be upgraded to Lion, just so we can have the newest OS 10 that works on here. Trying to get some, that way you can run pretty new apps on Lion, so that's a good thing. Alright, now we just need the battery, which goes in like this. Then we need this. Push down, turn. Until it locks. There we go. And now we can boot her up with the USB stick in, of course. Nice little Kingston 16 gig. Going inside. Okay. Now we want to boot and hold Option to get boot disks. There we go. macOS install DVD. Hopefully it'll recognize the SSD. case you couldn't tell, all of my videos are untested beforehand. As was seen with the iBook G4 video, the aforementioned disaster that was. It seems to be working. Now, the SSD, I did previously format it with Mac extended HFS Plus extended journal, so should recognize the drive, hopefully, and it should boot off this, hopefully. Once again, it's working, and it's working. Cool. And we just gotta. Here we go. Haha. I've got the camera above and it's looking down, so I kind of like have to use the screen at a weird angle. But it seems to be working pretty well. Continue. Agree. Select the disk. Okay. So we must have not gone that in all the way. No, we didn't. Okay. Well, shoot. I will be back once I've got that disc in. Okay, guys, so I'm having massive trouble like getting the drive in there correctly. So we are sadly going to have to take the entire computer apart, which is exactly what I didn't want to do. But no real choice, I guess. I've tried booting other operating systems and they wouldn't recognize it, so it doesn't really feel like it's going in, so I can only assume it isn't going in. So we're gonna need. Oh, those are Phillips. Okay. So there's quite a few screws we need to take out. Got a little screw tray already. These screws gotta go. Surprised these are Phillips. They were on the iBook. They were one of these guys, the little hexagon screws. So I'm surprised they went with Phillips on these ones. That doesn't want to come out. This one might want to come out. No, it's not going to want to. Let's try that. Let's try the double magnet test. Get this little guy out of here. There we go. There's a little thing. Double magnets all the way. And this is not wanting to come out. What is up with you, Mr. Screw? These really long screws, they really don't like to come out. I remember having this trouble with iBook. Problem is I can't get enough force to lift it. That's gonna have to wait a bit. Alright, we will start. Come on. Still doesn't want to come out. You went upside down. Jesus. What is holding you in, screw? When the screw doesn't come out when it's upside down, you know something's wrong. Is it really not unscrewed all the way? So screw it. It just doesn't want to come. Alright, whatever. I'll deal with that. And that falls on the floor. So next up, we got a bunch of screws on the side, a bunch of screws on the inside. Gotta take them all out. Luckily, it looks like I have the right Phillips head for all these screws. This is much easier to take apart than the Macbook thing. Even still, taking it all the way apart, including taking it all the way apart. Just gotta get a couple more screws on the outside and a bunch of screws on the inside. There is a bunch of screws. Jeez. I really want to hold this together, I guess. Seems to be all the front screws. Right. Now we've only got. Let's see if. That's alright. I've only got the side screws left. There's two. On the outside at least, and on the inside we got a bunch more. And this screw still won't come out. We got another stubborn one. Got another stubborn one. See if the tube magnets will help this one. Nope. Nope, just doesn't want to go. Doesn't want to go. I need a better magnet, is what I need. Now we got like 16 on the inside over here. Luckily, this screwdriver is really good for these, or else I'd be really upset. I kind of am upset. Can't do anything about it though. Oh, come on, screws. Why must you be so terrible? At least these are coming out. Oh, God. Like, there's 10 more. I guess 16 was an underestimate, it looks like. I hate computers sometimes. I'll be back once these are all done. Okay, now we get the screws out. Should be able to pop up the keyboard using the handy dandy cracks in the keyboard. There we go. Now we just gotta unhook the keyboard. There's that put to the side. Hopefully I don't short that out. Now we can fit this in. So that seems to have been the problem with this, is it doesn't want to go in. Yeah. If you can see, this little rubber piece is supposed to like push against this to get in the right spot. Was very, very old. So it does not seem to be working right. Now it's in there. That's good. I should probably get some canned air. I have some. Right in there, good. Canned air in here. Alright guys, so we got this all put together, and now that the SSD is in there correctly, we can boot up and install OS 10. So I got the camera facing down, and I have the keyboard at a weird angle, so excuse me if the controls were a bit weird. But as you can see, the SSD is showing up, and here is our USB boot. So this should work now that it's actually in there. Which is a good thing. Just try and dust the screen a little while it loads. And as I said before, once we get all this installed, that'll be the end of it for this video. In a future video, I will be installing Windows 10 on here. So look forward to that. So we chose English, it's working. Continue. Continue. Agree. Install on the hard drive. What? Disk utility. MacLeod hard drive. Erase. MacBook. SSD. Erase. Erase. There we go. I tried to restore El Capitan onto this hard drive, and that didn't work, so I assume it messed it up horribly. There we go. Now it's reporting the right storage. That's alright, we have full battery. We have full battery. We're at 97%, yeah. And we'll plug you in, just in case though. There we go. And this says it'll take 30 minutes. I highly doubt that. So I'm going to speed up this part of the video. There we go. We can restart. It shams. It's all good. It's all good. And there's the awesome intro song. Don't transfer, correct. Continue. There we go, just gotta put in my wireless password. Configuring. I will put that in later. We will go Q, skip. Sudwood. And then password. I can't type this morning. I can't type at all. There we go. Oh, those are not equal. All kinds of failure. All kinds of failure. Continue. There we go. Oh, and now we gotta select this. Where's Boston? 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 Boston. There we go. Done. there we go. All installed. Go up to about this Mac. Core 2 GHz Core 2 Duo, 4 gigs of RAM. And we've got more info and go to serial ATA. We got our SanDisk SSD. All set and all good. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope this was a good video, and I'll see you next time.